Well, this was definitely a deceiving day where it certainly looked nice to be out and about, but once you stepped a single toe out the door, you felt the heat and humidity holding on for yet another day, although it tried to back off a little bit compared to yesterday because of a good southerly wind that was a bit gusty at times. But still, we went from 95 for highs yesterday back into the mid 70s this morning, and at the very least, we topped out at 93, but as long as the humidity is still in play, it still made it feel like triple digits across the area this afternoon. Unfortunately, the heat and humidity couldn't muster up any random showers or thunderstorms, so we're going to stay dry this evening. But the heat and humidity, that's going to stick around as well. That's why everyone is still under heat advisories taking us until Thursday evening at 7 o'clock. So that's our main weather headline as we continue to track a couple of things as we continue down the road. Once we get past Thursday, I think a slight change in our setup could allow for some slight rain chances this weekend while some of the heat stays in place. But I think temperatures can go back into warm territory when our next front starts to work in by Monday. And we'll also try to use that to cash in on a better chance for thunderstorms. In the meantime, mostly sunny from 7th and Range Line. Still hot and humid though. 93 degrees, a south wind at 14, keeping the dew points in the mid to upper 60s around the Joplin area. It's keeping everybody quite hot, frankly. Most spots in the lower to middle 90s, maybe some as warm as 96 or 97 in our far western counties. But the humidity, these numbers are staying pretty high as well. Maybe a couple areas in the lower 60s, but with dew points in the upper 60s to lower 70s, it still feels as hot as 105, for example, out in Neodesha. So eventually, though, once we get past sunset, we'll cool down a little bit, 82 by 10, before we drop back into the mid 70s for tomorrow morning. Not a lot happening across the entire four-state region, but we pan to the north to see a slew of severe weather across parts of the upper Midwest along our frontal boundary that will start to come into play by Monday, but we got to wait for this upper level ridge to break down. That won't do so until we start to get into the weekend. So as long as this hangs tough, so too will the heat and humidity. Let's break down that forecast as we go through the rest of the evening. I think if you had any outdoor plans in mind for today, any late exercise, yard work, or even washing the car, I think once we get closer to sunset, it'll be safe to do so. And even during the morning hours, that'll be okay because temperatures will at least drop to 74 with a little bit of a drop in the humidity overall. But then it cranks right back into gear as soon as we head into the afternoon. 92 degrees by noon, pushing afternoon highs tomorrow. I think we go a little bit hotter because of a lighter south breeze overall. Highs around 97 in Joplin, but much of the area back in the mid, if not upper 90s. Factored the humidity into the equation, it's going to feel like 102 to 110. Numbers that will repeat themselves for Thursday as well, as long as the main upper level ridge maintains control. But it starts to weaken as we go into the weekend. That results in the heat and humidity, trying to give us at least a few isolated thunderstorms each afternoon. Well, didn't mean to do that, so let's just go ahead and get you right to the 7-day forecast because by Monday, a jet stream sinks on top of the region. I think that will be the chance for the front to come in, give us a better shot for rain, and bring highs back into the upper 80s. That will certainly be a better change of pace, but before that happens, though, Dow, alert days stay in for Wednesday and Thursday because of the high heat and humidity with highs around 96 or 97.
If you must be out, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Nick.